We are officially 4 days away from Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, and huge news was just dropped. All the mastery camos were revealed, how we're going to unlock these camos were revealed, how many total camos we're going to be able to use was revealed, what camos we're going to be able to use on what game's guns were revealed. So much to go over, so let's get right into it. Earlier today, Sledgehammer Games tweeted out the 4 mastery camos for Modern Warfare 3. Now those 4 being the gilded camo, which is the gold camo, the forged camo, which is the platinum camo, the priceless camo, which is the polyatomic camo, and the interstellar camo, which is the dark matter for this game. And off first glances, they look really good. I like how gold has kind of like a texture to it. The platinum has a texture to it. Priceless is going to be animated. It looks like it's going to be like a blue and purple skin, which looks really good. And the interstellar camo looks insane. With this, they released a blog post on how camos are going to work for the game. We're going to have Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer camos. We're going to have Modern Warfare 3 zombie camos. But then we're also going to have all of the Modern Warfare 2 weapon camos. And we're going to have separate unlocks for Modern Warfare 2 weapons in zombies as well. And on top of all that, they're going to be doing weekly challenges. Every week during the preseason and during each season, there will be a new set of challenges that become available. So at launch, there are going to be 7 multiplayer challenges, 7 zombie challenges available every week. And then something similar whenever Warzone launches as well. And with these challenges, upon completing them, you can get XP, of course, but then you can also get aftermarket parts or a weapon altogether as a weekly reward. And then if you complete all weekly rewards in a season, you unlock a camo. So the example they have here, they're showing the weekly challenges. They have a Raven kit weapon you can unlock for completing any 5 challenges in week 1. And then they have the Golden River camo, which looks to be animated based on just how it looks in the picture. I would assume it would be. And that's for completing all 4 weekly challenges. They're doing a really good job at getting people to come back and play each week. I mean, that is enough for me to come back and play each week. I mean, if I can unlock some cool camos that not everybody's going to have, I'm down to do it. And now comes the big part. The part 2 of this blog post is the weapon camos. As you can see from this screenshot, there is the same kind of base camos as what Modern Warfare 2 had. There's going to be 4 for each weapon, it looks like. Base camos. Modern Warfare 3 introduces a magnificent selection of additional weapon camos to unlock, and all the base camos from either game can be applied to any weapon in Modern Warfare 3. What that means is with these, my personal favorite is the solid color camos from Modern Warfare 2, where you can have just like a flat red, a flat white, a flat pink. Those can be used on all of your Modern Warfare 3 weapons. And vice versa. If you unlock a cool camo in Modern Warfare 3 that you want to use on your Modern Warfare 2 weapons, you can do so. Now, there's going to be 18 different sets of Modern Warfare 3 weapon camos, which you unlock by playing multiplayer and zombies. So those can be unlocked regardless of what game mode you're playing. And these confirmed sets are Poison Frogs, Graphical, Topographic, it's Topography, Topographic, whatever. Glittery Flats, Retro, Neapolitan, Under the Microscope, High Contrast, Wavelength, Two-Tone Brushstrokes, Perfect Symmetry, Psychedelics, Blur, Bold, Butterfly, Puzzle, Skeletal, and Glitch Mil-Spec. Now, based on these screenshots, I'm liking them. I like them just based on the little snippets you see of each camo section. I really like these. These look good. They're covering the whole weapon. They don't look like, you know, your gun was dragged across the cement and all the camo like wiped off like they did on the solid collars in Modern Warfare 2. So far, it looks good, and I'm excited. And now there are also returning camo sets with new variants. In addition to the 18 that they're adding from Modern Warfare 3, all 14 of the Modern Warfare 2 camo sets return. So existing ones you already have unlocked in Modern Warfare 2 can be used in Modern Warfare 3 on all Modern Warfare 3 weapons. And it says, plus to expect to double each Modern Warfare 2 set of camos with each variant of existing camo sets from Modern Warfare 2, which you unlock playing zombies in Modern Warfare 3 with Modern Warfare 2 weaponry. Please see below for more information. Okay, we can get into that. And they confirm returning sets are Spray Paint, Woodland, Digital, Dragon, Geometric Fun, Foliage, Skulls, Tiger, Stripes, Reptile, Solid Colors, which is great, Classic, and Cliffside. And now for the Completionist camos. The Mastery camos. As you can see, there looks to be 16 Completionist Mastery camos. Now those span across Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2. So any of the Mastery camos you unlocked in Modern Warfare 2, you can continue to use in Modern Warfare 3, but only on the Modern Warfare 2 weapons. So the Gold, Platinum, Polyatomic, and Orion. And then the 4 new ones, which I already talked about, in multiplayer specifically, is the Gilded, Forged, Priceless, and Interstellar. Now, they're also coming out with zombie-specific mastery camos, which they've done in the past, but there's 4 for this as well. For the Modern Warfare 2 weapons, you can unlock Golden Ivory, Spinal Husk, Arachnida, probably saying that wrong, and then Bioluminescent. All look very cool. I really like the Spinal Husk. It looks kind of like a snakeskin type camo. Red and black looks really good. And then, of course, the Bioluminescent looks great. And then for the Modern Warfare 3 weapons, you can unlock Gold Enigma, Zircon Scale, Serpentine, and Borealis, which all 4 of these look great. I really like the gold, the nice white and gold with some, reflective gold bits in the white parts and that kind of stuff. The Zircon Scale looks like a dragon scale kind of camo. The Serpentine looks sick. It's like a green and gold. I really like that one. That one looks really good. And of course the Borealis, I mean, that just looks insane. I'm assuming that's going to be animated. The Borealis kind of looks like a Southern Lights kind of vibe here. Makes me think of Antarctica, whenever they have all the different colors going in the sky. That's kind of like what that looks like to me. Oh, and then it says here it denotes that the camo is animated. So the Serpentine is animated, and so is Borealis. And then the Arachnida and the Bioluminescent. And then Priceless and Interstellar. And then Polyatomic and Orion, which we already knew. So we get 8 animated skins. Pretty cool. Now let's get into how these are unlocked. So just like normal, to unlock the mastery camos, you got to get all of the base camos unlocked for that specific weapon. So for example, if you're using the ACR MCW, you have to unlock all 4 base camos, and then you unlock gold. And you have to do that for all of the ARs. Once you unlock gold for all of the ARs, you unlock the platinum challenge for the AR category. And then once you unlock platinum for all of that category, you unlock the polyatomic, which then means you have to get platinum on all weapons to unlock polyatomic. Once you get polyatomic on a certain amount of guns, you unlocked Orion. The same thing is going to happen for Modern Warfare 3. I think in Modern Warfare 2, you had to get, 50 or so polyatomic weapons. And in Modern Warfare 3, it is the same kind of thing. Instead of 50 plus guns, you have to get the priceless camo on 37 weapons. Now, the only thing about that is I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure there's only 36 weapons coming out at launch. So that means we have to wait until they release a new gun into the game in order to get the Interstellar camo. So that's a little weird. But apparently there's a new gun coming out within like 2 weeks of the game coming out. So it shouldn't be that bad. 2 weeks is very there will be very, 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 very little players getting all of these guns leveled up, camos unlocked, all that kind of stuff within the first 2 weeks. So I don't see this being a problem. Now back to the base camos for the Modern Warfare 3 weapons. Multiplayer specific ones. Now these are going to be very similar than they have been in the past. Each challenge is going to be specific to that individual weapon this year, though. Instead of multiple weapon types having the same kind of challenge. For example, long shots has been a problem. Not really a problem, but like a challenge in getting these camos. Trying to get long shots with a shotgun or an SMG rather than a sniper kind of a thing. This is being changed this year. So as I say here, in Modern Warfare 3, base camo challenges are unique to each weapon category. For example, individual SMGs will have a different set of base challenges compared to individual shotguns, LMGs, and so on. This promotes a variety of gameplay, and the challenges have been honed to better suit the playstyle of each weapon type. So that's exciting. I'm excited about that one. It makes sense. It should have been like that the whole time, but at least they got there eventually. So for an example here, they have the MCW. So for the MCW Mastery camos, as well as 4 specific zombie camos, which is detailed below, which we'll get into, there are 4 MCW multiplayer-related base camo unlocks. The Razor Feather, the Skull Flagration, the Abyssal Fox, and the Manelius Blue. Those are so hard to say. And then after those 4 base camos is the Mastery camos. Each of the 4 Mastery camos requires you to complete a level challenge. Example, get the MCW to level 12, as well as a multiplayer-specific challenge. Get 50 kills while ADS with the MCW. So that is all very standard. That has been like that in the past. It was like that last year. So that's not too surprising. And then there's completionist camos. These 4 additional brand new completionist camos is the Gilded, Forged, Priceless, Interstellar, which we already went over. The unlock criteria for these is detailed below, which I already went over with, getting gold on a certain amount of weapons and then getting, all that kind of stuff. So at a summary, this is crazy. At a summary, in multiplayer alone, you can expect the following camos. These are new camos on top of existing base and completionist multiplayer camos from Modern Warfare 2. There's over 140 new base camos, which can be used across any weapon from any game. 4 new mastery camos, over 140 new mastery calling cards and emblems, and as well as 37 new mastery charms. So that's pretty cool. 140 camos that can be used on any weapon across any game. Pretty sick. Now, I'm not going to break down the zombies camos. It's pretty much the same kind of deal, but the challenges are going to be based around zombies. Each weapon has the 4 base camos and then the 4 completionist camos as well. Now with this though, this is where it gets crazy. There is going to be, on top of the camos that are already there for the Modern Warfare 2 weapons, there's going to be over 400 new base camos across both guns, 8 new mastery camos, 4 for Modern Warfare 2 and 4 for Modern Warfare 3, over 400 new mastery calling cards and emblems, and over 100 new mastery charms. That brings the total camo count across both games to well over 900. That is so many new camos. Sorry, I don't want to say new camos. There's so many camos overall to use. Most of them being new too, which is crazy. They are really trying to get people to play zombies with 400 new camos. So if you really, I mean, that is going to be a grind. That is quite the, because even the Modern Warfare 2 weapons that you already have gold, that you already have platinum, that you already have Orion for, are going to have new camos in zombies. So regardless, you have to use every single weapon if you want to unlock every camo in zombies. To go over one more time, you can use Modern Warfare 2 base camos and Modern Warfare 3 base camos on either weapon. You can use Modern Warfare 3 base camos on Modern Warfare 2 weapons and vice versa. You can use Modern Warfare 2 mastery camos only on Modern Warfare 2 weapons. You can use Modern Warfare 3 mastery camos only on Modern Warfare 3 weapons. And then for zombies, every single gun has its own set of camos. Base camos can be swapped around just the same, but mastery camos are going to be the same, where only you can use Modern Warfare 3 mastery on Modern Warfare 3 guns, and you can use Modern Warfare 2 mastery on Modern Warfare 2 guns. Keep it simple. If it's a base camo, you can use it on any weapon. If it's not, well then, you might not be able to. Now, with that being said though, it doesn't specify event camos from Modern Warfare 2. It's not a mastery camo. So you would think you should be able to use an event camo. So that ghoulie camo that came out for the haunting event in Modern Warfare 2, that should be able to be used on Modern Warfare 3 weapons. So that's exciting. I'm glad I grinded to get that. I'm going to be rocking that for sure whenever the game comes out. With that being said, that is all the details of all the camos for Modern Warfare 3. You guys are excited to start grinding out these camos on Friday. Leave a like on the video. I'll be streaming this live across all platforms on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, all being just Duhkryptic as my main channel. If you guys want to watch over there, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the live streams. And we'll be posting videos over here as well as the weekend goes on. I'm excited for Call of Duty this year. I can't wait. I hope it goes well. With that being said, thank you all for watching, and peace.